There's no fun way of describing the fact that Marks & Spencer, one of the iconic brands of the high street, is going to cut 950 jobs. It's already part of a process that was going underway. Marks & Sparks have had difficulties for almost as long as I can remember. But at the same time, Hermes, a delivery company, is creating a four-figure, just over 1,000 new jobs as well. Kate Hardcastle, the retail analyst, joins me on the line now, I'm delighted to say, because few know better than Kate what's really going on. Kate, am I right in putting that caveat on the Marks & Sparks story, i.e., yeah, this isn't purely COVID-19 coronavirus. Marks & Sparks is still wrestling to reinvent itself.
You're absolutely right. It's been well documented that Marks & Spencers are under a significant change plan, have been for a decade now. Whether a lot of that change has happened quickly enough or been in the right direction is yet to be proven, as they've gone into a new period now. The phrase keeps being moved around and suggested by their CEO, Steve Rudd, that it will never be the same again. And they are going through a store closure programme. We've seen the announcement on job losses. And we're also hearing that the organisation is going to have to be a lot leaner moving forward to make sure that it can be profitable.
And I described you at the beginning as a retail analyst, which is how I've known you for quite some time. The brutal truth is you could delete Marks & Spencer and insert a dozen high street, nationally known brands.
You're right in a way in that on the surface, Marks & Spencer's trades like any other now, and actually probably in a lot of ways, perhaps the service standards aren't what they should be for a customer that demands that from that brand and for the price premium they pay. And in the fashion stake, certainly brands like everyone from Zara at the more top end to Primark have come in and eroded and taken away Marks & Spencer's market share. What's really sad to see, however, though, is every time I talk about Marks & Spencer's over that period we've known each other, Alistair, it's been one where it's created and evoked the most reaction. I have people writing to me who don't know me, just saying, please, can you get in contact with them because I like things the way they used to be. I can't find their sizes anymore. It's not the brand that I love and cherish. And there's a much bigger loyalty and emotional connection than I think of many other retail brands out there, which is therefore where it sours a lot more when you hear about them not getting it right.
Yeah, brand in that sense really does matter and mean something. I mean, if you or I were to say, yeah, as I did in my introduction, on the other hand, Hermes is creating all sorts of new jobs. I mean, smart people would think Hermes, that's lovely silk ties or riding saddles, or those in the city might think it's a pension management fund. This is blokes on bikes and women on bikes delivering goods.
This is a delivery company like many others that have seen the surge in online shopping and online deliveries at this time. In fact, a lot of the courier delivery drivers I was speaking to say it's the same demand as we've seen at Christmas. Now, that makes sense when the stores were in lockdown and we've seen the purchases for non-essential be forced online or you couldn't buy at all. But I think what we're going to see is continuation of that. This is going to be years of change in a matter of weeks and months. And unfortunately, if you didn't galvanise and get your stall set out ahead of this crisis as a retailer, not saying that you should have been able to crystal ball it and see the crisis in advance, but if you weren't in a good financial position, if you hadn't started moving to change the consumers already alluded to, you're going to find yourself in very difficult situations, hence the huge amount of job losses we've heard in traditional retail particularly.
We've got a slight tweak on the line there, Kate. I'm going to just try one thing. If it works, do it. If it doesn't, we'll move on. You were saying just about 20 seconds ago, if you weren't in the right financial situation, ... talking about companies on the high...
If you weren't in the right situation prior to the crisis, they'd be finding this current situation very easy to navigate.
Gotcha. Okay, Kate Hardcastle, thank you very much indeed. Good of you to find time for us.